I felt that he wanted to go elsewhere. And, sometimes change is good.
Did he come to you and say, I'm thinking about this, or did they just tell you after that we're done?
He never said anything. We had a meeting, and he told me that he never spoke to anyone about me being traded, and that if he was to trade me, that I would be the first person to know. And he kept his word. He told me that.
You were the first person to know?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you want to play for the Knicks?
Did I want to play for the Knicks?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a childhood dream.
I know.
Of course you want to play for the Knicks.
Well, if you grew up in New York as a childhood dream.
Right.
Yeah.
From New York, so, that's definitely been my childhood
Why
dream.
didn't it ever happen?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, the obvious answer is salary cap, but other than that.
I don't know.
Did you try to make it happen? Did you?
I mean, when
as much as you can without getting in trouble with the league.
When I was coming out of Minnesota, that was definitely the first priority. Always to try to become a Knick, but I knew that Minnesota would never trade me to the Knicks, so.
Why would they ever trade you to the Knicks?
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Because they felt like they would have been helping me.
Oh, they didn't want to help you.
I mean,
there was bad blood there in Minnesota?
No, I'm just saying, like, I didn't have any bad blood. It was just drawn out to be that way, but.
But that was, you were anxious to get out of there. I know it's in the past.
To leave.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave. I mean, I wanted to be closer to home, and, I'm here to say, and I can honestly say that I'd rather win than be close to home.
Yeah.
And for me to say that, I think it takes a lot for myself to say that.
Tell me what you would do differently since you've been in the pros.
What would I have done differently? I think
I'm a
big believer. I'm a big believer that everything happens for a reason, and you learn through trial and error.
Okay, tell me the trial and errors that you think were most instructive.
The most instructive? Leaving Minnesota was one of them. Leaving Minnesota was, I wouldn't say it was a mistake. It was just, like my sister would say, haste before waste. I really didn't think about it before, I was talking about me wanting to be back home. Because, they say, be careful what you ask for. And I go from winning to losing. That's a big jump.
All right, take a look at this. This is you on my show in 1994. This is 1994. There you are,
God.
17 years old, with your father, Don, and Coach Bobby Hartston.
Oh, my God.
Roll tape. When did you become a player? When did you...
When I was about 2, 3. When I was younger, I used to go to my brother's game at Georgia, my oldest brother.
Yeah.
I always wanted to get the ball and shoot and run on the court.
You've grown. You're, what, 6'2" now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how much more will you grow, do you think? Is there any sense?
I hope I grow to be 6'9".
You'd like to be 6'9", would you?
I love it.
What does he bring? What is it about this young player that has made him the talk of New York and on a familiarity basis with every coach in America?
I like to say he's the total package.
Yeah.
Every phase of the game he excels at. He plays both ends of the court. He shoots the ball extremely well. He's a great passer, handles the ball. Really everything you would want in a point guard. And his personality and his leadership also come into play.
Look at my father. He's so cool.
Your father. You
so
want
cool.
this tape, though, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta have that. I gotta have that.
Then I'll be sitting courtside at all the Phoenix Suns games. You didn't grow to be 6'9", though, did you?
No.
What are you now, 6'4"? 6'2". What do you need to do to make your game better? What is it you need to do to get...
I just have to keep learning the game. I have to learn all the facets of the game. I have to continue to grow. I have to continue to want to learn and listen.
You got enough skills? I mean, can you stop and go?
Oh, stop and go all day. Stop and go 33, baby. Always.
Stop and go is my name.
That's it. Stop, go.
Go. Stop, go.
That's how you jerk them, you know what I'm saying? You bring them here and then you take them over here.
Yeah. I mean, don't you see some new moves out there that you saw some of these guys do that you think, man, but by the time the new season rolls around, it'll be in my repertoire. It'll be in my bag.
The Rolodex is so much stuff in the Rolodex that, sometimes you trick yourself.
Yeah.
You be on the court, you trick yourself sometimes.
Who beats you consistently?
Who beat me consistently?
Yeah, in other words, who do you have a hard time with if they're guarding?
In the NBA?
Yeah. Well, yes, of course.
Nobody.
No, oh, come on.
Nobody.
What was the
person that did?
Yeah.
My first year.
I'm not talking about who?
Gary Payton.
Payton.
My toughest competitor.
Really? Because what? He got inside your head, or because of what?
No, because my rookie year, the way how they played, it allowed them to do so many different things defensively. And it used to just annoy me how I could never get off pick and roll. I could never get my shot off. But I said to myself, and I wasn't strong enough. That's another thing that hurt me my rookie year. I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't physically ready to like bang the way how I wanted to bang. I could hold my own, but I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Like now when I play a game, physical strength has nothing to do with how I play. You know, if I go out on the court and I don't have a good game, it's not because I can't guard a person. It's because that person played better than me that night.
And it happens.
It happens.
And why does it happen?
Why does it happen? Because some nights
you just don't have it.
Some nights you just don't have it.
The ball doesn't go in.
The next night, you know, that's the most important night.
Next
how
night,
you rebound.
the basket looks as big as this table.
Exactly. That's when you rebound. And it seems like when you don't play well, when you're out there on the court that night, it always sinks on you that night. You know, when you're sleeping, like, man, I'm gonna go to practice, and you come ready. You come into practice ready, and then the next game you dominate.
How good is this kid that they drafted at this young man they drafted at the Wizards? Number one. The number one NBA draft is a high school player.
I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Stephon Marbury might be the first.
What's the
junior
word?
Year.
What's the word? You think next year maybe a junior?
Maybe.
What's the word on Sebastian? What's his name?
Stephon Marbury.
What's the word on him?
What's the word on him?
Yeah.
What?
How good is he? What do you?
He's better than what I was.
Well, of course he is. But
exactly. That's how I feel. Just like what you said. That's how I feel. Of course. They asked me, of course. That's how good he is.
He's that good.
He's that good.
Because some guys have played against him up in Massachusetts this summer.
Good.
They said he's good.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
He won't start, though.
Start where? In the NBA? No, he won't probably start, but he'll be a player that won't start in the middle of the season.
Is that right?
Yeah. In the middle of the season, he'll start, because once he learned the game, it's over.
Now, what does he have to learn?
He has to learn the NBA game. See, it's different levels to this thing here we call basketball. You got high school, you got college, then you got the NBA. And then in the NBA, we got preseason, then we got regular season, then we got the playoffs, then we got the championship. So
some of that you haven't seen yet.
Right, exactly. I've seen the playoffs, but I haven't seen championship.
Right.
And that's why I'm here today, to talk to you and tell you about that, and also to talk to you about my event.
All right, tell me about your event before we go.
Okay, August 18th and the 19th, I have Starbury Fantasy Weekend.
Right.
The 18th is called Star Night, and, you know, we're looking for people to come star-studded.
Right.
Willamine and Hugo Boss, we're going to have, you know, them guys having a fashion show, and then it's going to be a party. And then Sunday we have Starbury Playland, which, you know, we're allowing every kid in America to come and participate. You know, we're going to have Allen Iverson there, Tracy McGrady.
There's another big star. Yeah.
Yes, he's very good. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Al Harrington, Steve Francis, Katino Mobley, John Wallace. You know, I'm going to have all them guys come, and they're going to be there, you know, watching the kids, showing them what to do as far as certain moves, and, you know, going over things that they've done to get where they at. And, you know, if people want to come, and if they're interested, they can log on to my website, www.stephonmarbury.net, or they can call 750-7926-201 area code.
All right. That's in New Jersey.
Yes, in New Jersey.
Good for you, my friend. Great to see you. Best your family.
Thank you.
And the Phoenix Suns will be happy to have you there, and you'll have a new home, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you for having me.
Great to have you. Stephon Marbury, thank you for joining us. See you next time.